78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC, Lions Den basketball community in this case. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. So, Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets fall to the Phoenix Suns 124 to 129. The Suns have rallied back to protect their home court and have tied this series at 2-all. Both teams did what they were supposed to do in protecting their home court. The first two games, it looked like the Suns were in trouble when Denver came out roaring with winning those first two games. All right. Since then, Phoenix has found a way to win and protect home court. Now, somebody's going to have to win on the other one's court, okay? Somebody's going to have to win on the other one's court. I still think Denver is the better team all around. So I think Denver is going to win this series. But it's definitely interesting now. KD and Devin Booker seem to have found their rhythm together. Now, something happened during this game that was interesting. Nikola Jokic, one of the Suns players, actually went out of bounds. The ball went out of bounds, and the Suns owner, who was on the sideline, picked up the ball, and or I don't know if the ball fell in his lap or if he picked it up. I don't know. All I know is when the camera got on him, the Suns owner had the ball in his under his right arm, and he was trying to check on the Suns player. And Nikola Jokic ran off the court. He ran off the court onto the sideline, into the stands, really into the crowd, and tried to forcefully snatch the ball from the owner. Then when the owner stood back up, Nikola Jokic took his forearm, put it underneath the dude's neck or chest, and pushed him backwards. All right. Now, many people are saying that the owner flopped. All right. I heard the announcers say they tried to belittle the situation by saying, "Oh, yeah, that's a nice job of flopping by the owner," blah, blah, blah. Right. So Nikola Jokic immediately got a defense team. Immediately, he didn't ask for a defense team, but immediately he got it. My thing, this is why this irritates me. Jokic did not have to do anything he did. Right? I understand if you're trying to get the ball and get back down court while the Suns are missing the player. I get all of that, right? However, why don't you point that out to the referees so that the referees can call a delay of game if the owner is holding on to the ball for an unusual amount of time or anything like that. But for Jokic to go over there and try to forcefully snatch the ball from the dude and then push him down, and he did push him. I mean, you can play semantics if you want to, but that's just going to depend on whether you like the guy or not. If this was a player y'all didn't like, everybody be like, "Oh man, he needs to be suspended. Oh man, he can't go do that. He can't go. He got no business over there, man. What he doing out of bounds? He ain't got no business over there." So basically, the contact and everything was initiated. That confrontation, all of the contact in that confrontation was initiated by Jokic. So it's going to be interesting to see if the league decides to punish Jokic. He was given a technical during the game for that incident, but it's going to be interesting to see if there's any suspension or fines or anything like that, because technically he did put his hands on the owner. Okay. And my thing is this: the energy got to be kept, the same for everybody, right? If what Jokic did is no big deal, okay, it's no big deal, and people overreacting, I'm totally fine with that, right? I'm totally fine if the standard is what Jokic did was no big deal. But what I don't want to see is in 2 games from now, in a Philly series or something, and Joel Embiid, push some weirdo fan in the Boston crowd. Then all of a sudden, everybody talking about, "Oh, Embiid need to be suspended, man. They need to suspend Embiid. That's ridiculous. He needs to learn how to control himself, man." That's what I don't want to see. So I'm fine with whatever the league decides to do. If they decide they want to give Jokic a straight pass for this, cool. As long as when similar situations happen in the future, that it's no hypocrisy there, right? Because Jokic immediately got a defense team from the announcers during this game. Immediately, right? And I just find that real interesting because I can recall just, what was that, a couple years ago when Russ and I think it was when Russ was at the Thunder. And matter of fact, I ain't even got to go back that far, but I'm going to go back that far. When Russ was with the Thunder, I think it might have been his last year there. Remember when they got put out of the playoffs? Remember that fan ran up on the court and got up in Russ's face and Russ pushed him off? You had people online in my comment sections and underneath videos saying Russ should be suspended for a couple of games going on next year. Oh, you can't put your hands on the fan. Yeah, the fan was wrong, but Russ, he's too smart for that. You can't do this and that, right? Anthony Edwards was just getting scrutinized, criticized by everybody because they acting like he threw some chair at some woman when he didn't, right? I heard he getting sued. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. So all I'm asking for is consistency, keeping the same energy, man. I'm not finna sit here and act like I think Jokic hurt that dude or anything like that. I just want I want consistency and fairness. All right. We're not finna, because the decisions by the league and these officials can dictate the outcomes of these series, right? Because officials, they could have just said, "All right, Jokic, you kicked out the game." They could have kicked him out the game. But they gave him a tech. So as long as it's consistency, I don't have a problem with it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Just whatever, bro. It's remarkable, man. The way people conduct themselves. Like I say, the Michael Irvin situation, right? Michael Irvin, in the midst of a conversation with a young lady, touches her on the elbow, and he loses his job and everything, right? And people was in my chat telling me, "Oh man, he can't put his hand on her, man. I mean, even if it is her elbow, so what? You can't invade people's personal space. He touched her without her consent." And these are men. I'm not talking about some women. I'm talking about men saying this in my chat, right? But then when Jokic does something like this, then those rules don't apply no more. Oh, he was flopping, man. I mean, look, man, come on, man. Jokic ain't trying to hurt nobody, man. Jokic ain't trying, man. Y'all better get off of Jokic, man. So whatever. It is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think. 7 Day Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. I'm a part of here, though. Deuces.